Welcome back to Enlightened Trading. I'm your host Conrad, and today we have another look at the crypto market. So we're going to talk about Bitcoin's price today, and we're going to cover two secret altcoins I didn't cover yesterday. So make sure you watch the video until the end because these will be mentioned afterwards. And of course, to support me, go down into the comment section, leave a comment, say I subscribed. I'm going to personally answer your comment. So yeah, thank you very much for doing that. And yeah, also like the video down below. And okay, so we can now get into it. Okay, so looking here at Bitcoin's price, as you can see, this is the daily time frame, and we still have this downwards support trend line coming up. This is now currently for today's price aligning at $11,455, and we did not touch it. I actually have had a long position right here on the support trend line, but as I said, we did not yet wick down to it. So I'm currently still sitting in a small bullish long position. But what did happen is that we actually on the 4-hour chart and on the hourly chart, we did have this ascending channel moving very nicely actually, but we did, I'm going to, yeah, there it is. Okay, just waited for my indicator there. So we had this very nice ascending channel, and sadly we actually broke below it. We consolidated and then again broke lower. So this is not, of course, what you would like to see for more bullish momentum, yet we did see that happen. And of course we can properly estimate why we got rejected there, and this is mostly due to this trend line here, which did create a very nice lower highs here on the hourly chart, and we once again got rejected off of this level. So I wasn't too surprised we got rejected right here. I still had my target of around 11,900, yet we did not get to it, which is a-okay. And as you can see, again, these nines on TD sequential on the hourly time frame were very helpful here and signaling that we actually are due for a correction in the short term. And as you can see, we had one right here and again here on the top. And which is also very important is that we now have once again a 9 buy here on this bottoming phase. So we still had this doji reversal candlestick, and we're now going to have a 9. So there is the possibility for another bullish leg up, maybe a retest of this channel line. So this could look like something like this, where we come back up, retest this trend line, maybe even this descending trend line here on the hourly chart, and then maybe really break lower or retest this bottoming trend line. If we really close below 11,450, then I will look out for 11,370, and once that breaks to the downside, I will mostly think that 10,500 would be the mid to long-term target. I don't think we will just flash down to it. There's a possibility that we actually correct and of course retest this bottoming trend line once again on the way down. So if we really break lower, then we can see a breakthrough, a retest, and then a consolidation to the side before then again breaking lower, maybe another wick up, and then finally going to 10.5k to reach this level. Of course, it already was very important support, and on the monthly it's actually already retested, but still pretty important that we actually retest this level once again sometime in the near future. But of course this does not have to happen, and Bitcoin can just rally to the upside as well. This is of course very possible. So yeah, if you are really considering to long this bottoming area here, I would take a very close stop loss, because of course there is the very real danger to actually break down. And if you get stopped out here, you can again try to long around 11,470. but this is of course due to what you like to trade. So these are just the smaller term and daily time frames. And yeah, I mean, there is not too much to say besides that we are still moving sideways, we're still consolidating. And of course, there's still a possibility that this actually is an ascending triangle, even though we wick to the upside, very similar to what we actually experienced right here in the past. We already broke higher, but then once again came back down once we actually reached 12K. So it's very similar to what happened right here. Okay, so this is Bitcoin. We're now going to go into our two altcoins, one of which is Tron TRX. This is the USD pairing chart, and as you can see, we had this very important descending trend line here on Tron, and we recently, a few weeks ago, we actually broke above it, consolidated around it, and then significantly broke higher. So this is pretty important actually for Tron in the near-term future. And we also created a new swing high. You can see that the last swing high was around 2 cents, $0.026 dollars, and we are again of course below it, which is not too bad. We're going to have a 9 a 9 in the near-term future. I don't think it will be too important though, because we already had this topping out area. We are though now consolidating to the side, which is pretty important. As you can see on the 4-hour chart, this is a very sideways consolidation. This can of course send the prices lower, but it doesn't have to. We still have the possibility to actually form something like an ascending triangle. We have very nice ascending lows here, but there's also the possibility that we are currently forming a bear flag here on Tron. So you still have to be very careful here if you really decide to trade this, because there's of course the very real potential to actually break lower once again. This will then approximately take us most likely down to these two highs on the 4-hour chart, and this would not be too surprising then if we actually really break lower, and this mostly will coincide with Bitcoin of course also going lower. Then we can see prices go back down into the area of $0.021 dollars and go back to this horizontal support area, and after that maybe really breaking higher. But now the target of 0.026 cents is not still very important. Of course, you would like to see a close above this level on the weekly time frame as well, which we did not yet see, at least with some consolidation to the side afterwards, or continuation. So there's still the possibility that this actually does not see follow through. So we still have to be very careful around Tron for now. Okay, and just finishing off with Stellar Lumen XLM. Actually a very nice chart in my opinion, with some very nice breakout. A few weeks ago we had this very real descending trend line here, and this is actually also a pretty clean channel. So this was very nice to see. Once we actually broke higher, then we saw follow through to the upside, and we're now again consolidating to the side, similar of course to what Bitcoin is doing. And we have now the potential to form similar on Bitcoin an ascending triangle here. We still have this support coming in, and this horizontal resistance area as well. So you should watch out for 11.9 cents to break if really find another higher low here on this bottoming trend line. Then we can of course come back up to the area of 11.9 cents, and if you really go above 12 cents, I would be pretty bullish here on the near-term future on XLMR. We will most likely go down back above to 16 cents, or we can, of course, if 16 cents is broken, we can then go back up to 18 cents. This is still pretty possible for Stellar Lumen to actually go back above to these two levels. But afterwards, I don't see too much resistance besides this consolidation, of course. And yeah, if we break lower, this is of course the bullish scenario. And if we actually break lower, then I would look for a retest of this important horizontal support here around 0.085 cents. And as you can see, we already retested it right here on the daily time frame. So this was, of course, very nice to see. But I would go for another retest of this level if we actually break lower, which I do not yet see coming. But of course, is not out of the question for XLM. Okay, that's it actually for today's video. I would not do any more TA on these two. Of course, we still have to wait and see. On Tron, I would not yet take a trade, but compared to XLM, I would actually now consider, or I would have already considered entering a trade here, since we are forming something like a bottoming phase here on XLM. It's not as clear as you would like it to be, but this is of course an altcoin, and these do not always have to have the best patterns. But I do like this trend line, and if you really break lower, and if you really break this trend line, or let's say once we actually break the last higher low and this trend line, I would exit my position around 0.096 cents. I would then consider exiting my position, or already have a stop loss right there. Okay, yeah, I think that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching and staying tuned, of course. Make sure you like the video down below, and as I said, go please down into the comments, leave a comment, say I subscribed, and as I said, I'm going to personally comment below your comment and answer it. So thank you very much for doing so, and of course go down to my Instagram link and go here and follow me for some funny content and some good memes along the way. Okay, so yeah, I'll see you guys and girls and people back next time. Bye.